For many, many years, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, for all of its beauty, has remained, by today's tourism standards, virtually unknown. A fact that can be attributed, albeit arguably, to the absence of an international airport. This is about to change for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, thanks to the construction of the Argyle International Airport. Statistics have shown a major improvement in tourist arrivals for countries in the region following the construction and subsequent operation of their international airports, and there is no doubt that a similar scenario will be played out here when the Argyle International Airport begins operation. Later in this program, we will hear from the tourism officials exactly how this will come about and how much easier their jobs will become. But first, we walk and talk them through the project. It was under warm sunny skies that they arrived at Argyle, the many questions etched on their faces. To ensure that they were all brought up to speed, we went back a little.
Now the height of the runway would be, you see where the yellow and the white trucks are sitting? Okay. That platform, we have to come up to that height.
That's a 75 feet.
That would be the 75 feet.
But it will go all
right?
the way to...
It will go not to the very end because you have to leave areas for the security, fences and so on.
Okay.
So it will be just in front of where you see the rocks.
Okay.
Right. So all the way over to that rock hanging over the sea. Over there. Yes. Because it's 9,000 feet. That is the standard international length for an airstrip.
Having seen the height of the runway, the next question asks about which end the planes would land.
When the planes are coming in, they'll be coming on the southern end, coming over back way, and this will be the approach end. Yes. That's right. You go that way. Now, if something is happening and there is a need for them to land this way, it is being built in such a way that they can land this way, but this will be the main approach.
Some were even curious about when the airport would begin to start looking like an airport.
At what point do you get to the point where the runway starts getting built and terminal built?
Actually, we start forming up the runway right already, you know. You see here? You see runway forming here.
Yeah.
We have to fill some more.
Okay.
Over there, we are creating embankments so that we could continue the runway right along here. Now, what you're looking at is the paving of the runway. Once we have laid,
looking like an airport.
right?
Yeah.
When we have laid all of this, the outline, and you start paving. Now, they are looking at possibly start paving over here, maybe at the end of this month to the beginning of, not the end of this month, end of this year,
okay,
to the beginning of next year.
So this time next year, what will it look like?
This time next year, we should have not all of it, but at least in the first kilometer, it should be paved. And you should see apron and all of that constructed over here.
Okay.
And the terminal building should be about halfway finished. Maybe if not three-quarters the way finished.
Oh, okay.
Because the terminal building should be completed by the end of next year, and all the other landside facilities.
And so it's March 2012. That
March
is still
2012.
the opening. Yeah.
March 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the distance from the runway, within which no development will be coming to?
Yes, you have to have like green spaces around the airport, but then businesses can develop within the zone, but particular type of businesses, not any and everything. Of course, there'll have to be a fence. You'll have the security fence. They'll have to have security fence. No, businesses will not be inside that fence. No, that's security. Those are staying, yes. They're not anywhere close to the security. The mill is staying.
Does that close on the day this airport opens, or is there some kind of overlap? Or?
I am not sure.
Right.
I am not sure exactly when it will close. What I know is that it will close. All flights would come here. All flights would be diverted to Argyle.
Because there are other plans for the airport.
Yes, for that area.
Space on there, yeah.
Their mission firmly in focus, the questions continue to come.
The Cuban walkers, are now housed where just in that building?
At Pitini. No, not here.
No,
Over
okay.
Pitini, where Pitini Resorts was.
Oh,
they're in that
okay.
building, and there is also the Argyle Apartments. Some of them are in there too. But the field workers are in Pitini.
Okay.
In Pitini. And when they leave in December, we'll organize new quarters for them because we have to push the work. We have to push those down. So we'll organize. By the time they come back in January, they have new places to live, and they could push ahead with that work over there in the third kilometer. Yeah. We are expecting that by the end of 2011, all the earthworks should be finished, including paving and having apron and everything developed. So we're looking at pretty much completing the work by 2011. 2012 for operation is ready to give us time to get everything in order so we could really start operating flights. But we are working as though 2011 is the deadline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is there a maximum capacity for the airport?
Yes.
Do you work in those figures in terms of
Yes,
international flights? And what is it?
They work those out. The terminal building would be able to accommodate 800 passengers at peak hours. At the peak hour, 400 coming in, 400 going out.
Do you have those figures that you could give us?
I'll have to get them back from the office. But then again, it's on the website.
It's on the website.
Okay,
that's what we need to see.
Yeah, it's on the website.
Okay, that's great. Okay.
Having been brought fully up to date, the tourism officials shared their views on the project and how it is likely to affect their work in the marketing of St. Vincent and the Grenadines as a beautiful tourism destination.
I'm Jo Johnson from BGB Communications in London, and we look after the SVGTA's interests in the UK and continental Europe. Being here and seeing this airport is incredibly important, because for the European market, the air access issue is the main reason that the visitor figures aren't as good as they could be, because it can take up to 24 hours to fly here from continental Europe, and a good 12-15 hours, and the connections aren't always as good as they should be. So the fact that people are going to be able to hopefully eventually fly straight into St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and either onto the Grenadines or staying in St. Vincent, is going to have a very significant impact in tourists from the UK and continental Europe. And our discussions so far with the airlines coming out of continental Europe has been very encouraging. They're looking to see the developments, they're looking to see what's happened, and we're going to be talking to them over the next year or so and giving them the really hard business case to fly into St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and it's a very compelling one.
My name is Lucille Cozier. I'm the chairman of the SVG Tourism Authority. And I have to say, I'm really very impressed with the development so far. This is an awesome venture, and so imperative to SVG's development and to helping us develop our tourism product. We know that people have issues in getting here, and if we are to seriously develop the country as a whole and bring people in, we have to give them access, whether air access and sea access, and it is wonderful to see that this is coming on stream. I'm very excited. I know all of us at the Tourism Authority are very excited to see this, and to working also with the Airport Authority to market this, make sure that we get strategic airlines from all over the world coming in, bringing in much needed visitors. I can see the development around here and in the rest of the country also growing as a result. You know, small hotels to accommodate overnight passengers, bed and breakfast, just opening up St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and that's what we really need to do. So I'm very excited and awestruck, I should say, by what I'm seeing here today. I've driven around and seen it from the periphery, but this is quite an adventure here today, and I'm so thrilled. It's very exciting.
I'm Barbara Mercury. I'm the sales representative in the London Tourist Office. I've been there for about 15 months. We've been doing a lot of promotions throughout Europe. We've been to Italy, we've been to Germany, we've been to Ireland, and doing a lot of work on the ground in London. And the travel agents are really very excited about the new airport. And I'm very happy that we were able to come today We were out here 1 year ago, and I've seen a lot of progress between then and now, and I'm really excited. Vincentians living in the diaspora, well, in our area, they're really very excited. So when we get the newsletters and information about the airport, we send them out to major tour operators and to the Vincentian Association to keep them updated about what's happening. And I must tell you that they're really very thrilled. We have had increased queries from tour operators and travel agents and from consumers, and they're all asking about the airport. So word is getting out, and in the upcoming year we intend to intensify our promotion about the airport. It's going to be an integral part of the promotion whenever we're on the road. So we are appealing to you to send us just feed us the information as things develop, and we'll just disseminate in the marketplace. And I must congratulate the authorities for this project and for the persons who are behind the project. It is something that's going to work very well for us, especially with generating income for the number of persons who are going to be working on the project. So keep it up.
I'm Celia Ross. I'm in the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Tourist Office in New York, and I'm truly impressed at the progress that has been made since my visit last year at about the same time. The agents I know that have visited in New York and in general in the US anxiously awaiting the opening of the airport so they can book their clients straight through to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And the overseas reps and the ministry are already in talks with some airlines I know for direct flights from the US.
Hello, I'm Shelley John. I'm the sales representative for Canada for the National Tourism Authority, and it's certainly a pleasure to be here today. It's nothing like seeing something in reality. I'm going to go back and let everybody know how well you're doing. I think it's important to let the diaspora know and to let the general community in Canada know what is going on. The airlines who have shown interest, to let them know that it's actually a reality. And things are progressing really well. I've taken pictures. I'm going to go back. I mean, it kind of energizes you to get things going. As you know, the airport has been a hindrance to us, and we're really looking forward to promoting Canada more so that more visitors are going to come down. I mean, that is really one of our big problems right now. The country is beautiful, and we're now going to have a beautiful airport, so there's nothing that's going to hold us back now.
To learn more about the Argyle International Airport, give us a call at 458-0333 or check us out on the web at www.svgiadc.com. And remember, monetary contributions can still be made at any branch of the National Commercial Bank. Account number 200884.